Somehow a bogey doesn't feel like a bogey when you have horse under your legs. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for everybody for watching this video, and this is about in the bag of Aceman. Let's see what's in the bag of Aceman. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my putters, butter of my bag. So I'm using, if I have to go any kind of approach shots in a windy condition especially, I always turn into the pick. Pro pick is great for this kind of shots when you have to, for example, flex a shot in hyzer and you want to get that disc back. I always pick up my pro pick for that. So, and my main putter, I use what everybody in the whole disc golf world is using always. So I use R Pro Hydra. As you know, it's the most known disc golf disc in the world, if you ask me. So these are my putters, the R Pro Hydra. Somehow it just fits my hand like a disc so well. I don't know why. You have to ask the putter. Why do you fit so well the Aceman's hand? R Pro Hydra. That is my pick for my putter. So I only have 2 in my bag. If I lose one, and I have of course extra picks. Only few extra picks that are not in my bag, so I have 1 in my bag. And now to my mid-ranges. So from my mid-ranges, let's go from the most understable mid-range. It's Origin. Got it from the European Amateur Open 2020. And I really like the way it flies, it glides forever. Works well in my end. Just woke up from a terrible nightmare. I missed an ace. Can't be true. Can it be? Can't be. I thought it was only a dream, only a nightmare. Another pretty unstable disc I have is 8 plus, first one 8 plus. I use it for every kind of straight shots I have to do, or hyzer flips. It's a great disc for that. I have another one like this. It's a bit more stable, but it works pretty well. Call it a day. For if there's a bit more wind or have to push it a bit further. I also have this 8 plus, but it's not in my bag. Threw it once, and it kind of sounded quite good in my ear. Or what do you think about it?
I love the 8 so much because of the sound it makes when it goes to the basket.
It's a nice sound, so it's better actually to keep it still out of the bag and waiting for the right moment, to arrive. Then I have one Mako 3 Air Force. This is great, also pretty understable disc. I like the way it flies and I like the way it feels. I like the way sun feels in your face. I also like this disc, the way it flies, and it's great for straight shots. Or I like longer end hyzers. Then I have one Rock X3 in my bag. It's a good stable disc for different purposes. Another one a bit more stable, Rock X3. It's a great disc for if you have to have like a longer hyzer shot. I like to use the Rock X3 for that, or if there's any wind. My most overstable Rock X3 is this. It's the first one, I just got it, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. I love it. Sometimes use it with the forehand, sometimes not. I use it when I do with my forehand. Most overstable discs I have, this is the Gator Champion Metal Flake Gator for very windy conditions, and it's good. I like to have it for short approach shots if you have to have something overstable. I like this a lot for that. And new disc in my bag, MD5 Aceman stamp. I love this disc. It's great. I I like it when it's a lot of wind. Then I pick up the Aceman, just throw it in if I have someone filming my ace. That's how you make an ace with the Aceman disc. Oh, actually, I still forgot. I have one more mid-range that I use. This is only for special shots, get out of trouble shots. I have the Stingray. This is so understable that it's okay to say it's very, very, very understable. So this is more like get out of trouble. If I have to like get out of trouble shot, I always take Stingray for those kind of shots. So then my drivers, I'm gonna start with the very understable, longer high surf flips, or if I have to make some kind of like a long and high surf shot, I use Pro Beast. It's very understable. I like the way it works when it flies, the way I aim to throw it. Then I have another beast, Star Beast, two in my bag, actually two Star Beasts in my bag. I only have one per round and the Pro Beast. And these are great I really like the way it feels in the hand. I like to use when with the flick. It feels really nice, not too wide rim. And then I like this also if I have to like throw like 100 meters pretty straight. I'll take the Star Beast for that shot. Then I have some Calling Thunderbirds. These ones I really like. Sometimes it's hard to decide am I gonna use Destroyer or Thunderbird, because somehow these just fly so long. What is going on with you German? These discs, I don't know how do they work so, but somehow they do. I have two 2017 models, one a bit newer and one pretty old, and this is especially if I have to have a show off ace, like for example if I wanna show somebody how to be a better disc golfer, I normally use this, like here. It's for you, big German. So now when you know how to make that, okay, please go on. So anyway, these two I have in my bag, and then the third one I use sometimes is 2018 double stamp Thunderbird, also a great disc for forehand or backhand, both work very well. Then I have quite a few Sexton Firebirds, like everyone should. The one I use most on a grassy area, not so much on the rocks, but I use the 2015 model Sexton Firebird. It's my favorite disc in my bag. It just somehow feels extremely good, and it flies exactly how I want it. It's not too overstable. It is overstable, so you can use it on headwind, but it's just somehow the plastic feel, everything to it just feels awesome. So I really have to have one in my bag. Then I have, well, 16 is quite many. I take one extra always, so I have like 15 and 16 model in my bag. But I also actually have 2020 team stamped, of course, Firebird, but that is actually in my home right now. But in my wall I have about 6 of them, 1 of them in my bag, and the 6th is in my home, so I forgot it for this in the back video, which is really amateur like behaving, and I'm really sorry for that, Mom. But like I said, I have many Sextons that I use. This is more overstable than the number 15, but are pretty similar. These three are all pretty similar in stability. And now let's go still to the bit faster drivers I have, what I use. Oh, I still actually forgot. I have still this one Air Force Firebird. It's a great disc. It's really good because it doesn't have a lot of glide. It's much more overstable than the Sextons. So if there's more wind and I don't wanna overpower it or go too far, I take the Air Force Firebird, especially in the strong winds. This is my pick. And let's go to my rates. My most trusted rate at the moment is this basic 170 gram rate, star rate. I use it for mostly all kind of shots. Forehand, backhand, everything goes. I have two halo rates, which say hello to you if you are really in them. This is just in case I lose one, but this is the one I use mostly. And it has so much glide, and somehow just I can throw it mostly farther. I'm your father. Further, father, mother. I'm sorry, this is so stupid. I use this for long shots, like backhand shots, like when I have to have the maximum distance, I use the rate, like halo rate. And I have one extra 175 gram halo, not halo, but rate also in my bag. And the most understable rate I have is Air Force rate, 175 grams, and it's already pretty understable, so it's great for flicks if I have to have a higher flick forehand or higher flick backhand, like let's say 100 to 120 meters. I will take this. And my destroyers, one of my main destroyer, I use pretty much Star Destroyer. It's great especially for hitting gaps like this.
This is how you can hit a gap better. Take a destroyer to your hand, aim at the gap, laugh to the world, and just hit the gap. So I hope it's a great lesson. And
yeah, so like you can see, it's pretty good for hitting gaps. So 175 grams destroyer. My most overstable destroyer right now is the Halo Destroyer, especially the wind. Strong headwind. I put a lot of Anheuser. Just laughing at me like, you think I'm gonna care about the headwind? No, it does not care. Then actually today somebody found my Air Force Destroyer from Sipperis Disco Park close to me where I live, and I missed this for a long time. I lost it 9 months ago and somebody found it today, and I got it now back. I love this disc and I still love it, and it's pretty actually very similar to one I already had in my bag. This, so they look pretty the same in my opinion. So I have one in the back. They both seem to be, it's 75 grams both, and pretty similar in stability. And then I have one also very overstable destroyer, 175 grams, Star Destroyer. This is two, and great disc for throwing. And one more, it's stable, but it's also kind of understable. It's, I would say, straight, but it's pretty straight destroyer. The first one destroyer, I really like the way it feels, and I'm still kind of repeating all the time the same sentences I've been saying from the beginning. I'm sorry about that, but that's the way I like it. Star Destroyer, it's a great disc for many occasions. I can still show some stuff what I have in my bag, so just a second I'll show my special stuff that I always carry with me when I'm on tour. So I have all kind of other stuff in my bag that is very useful for me on tour. When I'm on tour, Corona times, no tour unless you get to the tour. It's really hard to get to the tour or repeat the word tour many times on a row. But these are the things that I really enjoy. It's all Finnish mythological religion, Kalevala, kind of symbol here. This is this called ace guru, make the ace happen. It's an ancient Finnish acing technique. So I'll show you later. It's about gods and about spirits and stuff like that. So I'll show you later about that fork, but don't stare it for too long. It can hurt you. The other one I really enjoy having in my bag is a small chair. For the small chair, if I like get sad, too frustrated about how the round has gone, take my chair, put my puppy there, and just my sad mood will turn into a very good mood. I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that? Another thing I really enjoy having in my bag is this. If I get too like bored, I just take this horse ride and start to like enjoy life like this. Somehow a bogey doesn't feel like a bogey when you have horse under your legs. Sometimes some people are kind of like allergic to moles, so if they have allergy for that, I can always just entertain them with my cat. No one is allergic to cats anyway. It's my best friend, and the sound is it calms me down, all my nerves. Somehow it just calms me down so well. If it's a bit dirty, I always pick up my it's a great tool for cleaning, especially dust or things that are dirty. Yeah, and what else? You know, there's the moment sometimes you have a competition and you lost the competition and you feel like you're terrible disc golfer, never gonna play it again. What do then? You want to cheer yourself up, so you make like, hey, actually I won it. I was the first. They were just all wrong and I miscalculated my whole round, so actually I won, and this will make me always feel like a winner. What else? I have a basic pen, have some, then I have €5, and then I have a few dollars always with me. You never know if somebody wants to bet with you, like a putting contest. I'm always here. Ricky, putting contest, let's do it. I have €5 or $1,000. I don't know which one you are into. Not everybody are so keen into animals, so sometimes if people are bored or if they're just about to putt, is someone gonna do this and just say like, really, are you sure you're gonna putt it in or not? So I just put this close to their ear before they putt. Also, what I like to use in my bag, I have to carry sometimes a PlayStation controller, because you never know if you happen to be in the course and somebody brings a TV, electricity, and games, and nobody has a controller. But and sometimes, please tell me fast. Sometimes people get irritated or like angry on the course, so sometimes I try to entertain them with music. Of course, I always bring my accordion there, so just if they're like really getting too many bumpers in a row, I just do this. And they are so happy for that, really. Just try it once, it helps. And also, I really like to use this sometimes. Should I putt? Anheuser. Now I know answer. I also have one self-defending device, and that's an old Nokia phone. They're so strong that you cannot break them. So if a bear attacks me, or deer, or my wife, no, not my wife, sorry, really bad joke. Cut it out, please, Kalevi. Please cut it. Yeah, thanks. Did you cut it? Sure? Yeah, because this is not gonna go through. Anyway, so I use this for the self-defense against animals. Yeah. Thing that I always carry with me too is one extra trumpet, just in case somebody wants to hear trumpet music. And mostly it's everybody, all the time, everywhere. Just take the trumpet and
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.
that's so entertaining. You know, jazz is a language that people who know that language can speak. That's the way. I like it. And the last object in my bag is a way too small glove. You know, if I sometimes only shrink my hand, I can just put this glove on me. If my hand suddenly shrinks, if there's a nuclear disaster or some kind of radiation peak, it might happen. So just in case, I have one glove that never fits my hand, unless it shrinks like 70%. So I hope you had great time watching my in the bag video. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for all the subscriptions and likes and comments. And I do this for you guys, girls out there. The more subscribers I have, the more subscriptions I have. Have a great week, morning, day, night, wherever you are. Always remember, slow is smooth and far is slow.